What's that? What's that? It has horns! It's kind of pink! Whoa! Might rob you? Oh! 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 It's me! Hello, everyone! Hi! Happy Final Fantasy 14 night! Hello! I missed you guys! I hope you guys have been well while I was away. While I was, fanning the festing. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys ate your vegetables. I want you guys to have smooth poops, smooth bowel movements, okay? Okay? I care about you guys. I want that to be smooth moving. Okay, anyway. What a welcome back, huh? Kizdona first. Hello, welcome in. Ciruam, hello. A variable Jack, hello. Pinoy, hello. Sol, hello. Hi, Jarek, hi. Hi. How are you guys? Blanku, how have you been, Blanku? Hello. Yesn't? You're not my mom. I just want to make sure you guys are having good bowel movements. I care. Spark, hello. I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name. Please let me know how it is. Is it Chris? XY Chris, hello. Welcome in. Welcome. It's pizza vegetable. I would say no. I thought tomato was considered a fruit. Wasn't that like a huge jaw-dropping like piece of information for a lot of people? It's like technically it's like a fruit, right? It's not really a vegetable. I don't know. We could discuss it later. This is the same energy as is mayonnaise an instrument? What? Okay, that argument is like out there. I mean, it has tomato sauce and it can have veggies on it. New update happens! Our travel's able to get a Maryland. Oh yeah, I'll pin that. But how has the update been for you guys? Is it rolling out smooth? Is it rough? How's it been? Let the Sprout know. I know I'm not updated yet. I'm only in Shadowbringers, but how has it been? Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. But yeah, how's it been? Moki. Blanku. Hello. Oh, take it off. Oh, you're right. Well, for those of you that are new, Father, hello. We go ahead and get comfy whenever we start stream. We go ahead and take off the hat, we take off the mask, and we take off the cape because we are in safe, good company at this Thief Guild, and so we could get comfy and take the mask off. You know, get a little cozy with each other. Hello. Oh, thank you for the 3 stream seeks. Oh. You're pronouncing it fine. Okay, thank you. Downloaded it real fast? Yeah, for me, the download only took like 5 minutes or something. It was pretty good. Haven't been able to try, been busy work, errands, and doggo. Oh, I hope all is well. But yeah, I feel like people have been excited. I don't know if it's because like the Fanfest just happened, so everyone's like extra excited, but it seems to be pretty good. My download took like 5 to 10 minutes too. Yeah, I hope everyone's having fun with it. I don't think I've seen anything bad. I mean, it just came out, but Funha, hello, welcome in. Our day's been pretty smooth for the most part. Nice to party with people from other data centers now. Oh yeah, they did say they're rolling that out today, right? Today. Is it smooth sailing? I'm sure more things will come out, but we shall see. Anyway, yeah. So I'm back from Fanfest. I tried to take as many pictures as I could, but it was a bit rough just because I wanted to live in the moment at the same time. So I didn't always want to have my phone out. So like for the and like some stuff you couldn't record and take pictures of anyway. So I tried to do my best and tried to remember to take pictures when I could, but I was just trying to live in the moment and then just, you know, kind of just feel the vibes, and it was good. It was good vibes. So I was just trying to have fun. But I made a slideshow for you guys yesterday. Okay, I cosplayed. In fact, I was able to meet Ciruam at Fanfest, and I was able to meet one of the Zardis for the first time, and I was very happy about that. It made me so happy. I was like, I was very happy. And then I cosplayed, and so a lot of the photos are with me, like, because I cosplayed or in my casual outfit. And then as I was making the slideshow, I was done. But I got kind of like shy and nervous, so I spent all the rest of yesterday just editing myself out of the photos. So yeah, unfortunately I edited myself all of the photos, so you're not gonna be able to see the cosplay. But I did take pictures of like my prop, which I'm very proud of. I actually got lots of compliments. For those of you that aren't in the Discord, I was I did make the little bouquet gun for machinists, right? And I think it turned out pretty darn well. I was pretty happy with it. I got lots of compliments with it, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, you're a machinist!" Also, multiple people came up to me and was like, "Oh my god, you're a machinist! Can I take a picture?" Like, my friend wanted me to like take pictures of machinists because there's like never any around. I'm like, oh. Is machinist not popular? I love machinists. I thought the flamethrower, pa. I thought that would be like popular. Is it not? Cause yeah, someone legit went up to me and was like, "Oh my god, machine! I love your like a gun and stuff like that." Like I would love to take a picture for my friend because they really wanted to see a machinist. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Haruki, I don't know if I said hello. Paladin, hello. Yes. It was a very quick meet, but I'm very happy you got to say, yeah, I'm very happy we got to meet as well. I'll try and go to Fanfest in Vegas. I heard, okay, you know, I don't want to go too much into it because I have slides. I worked on these slides for you, so I have stuff to go into. So I'll yap a little bit more and then we'll go look at them together. Rafi, hi. Lally, welcome back from my side of the coast. How Moki? Hello, Nomad. How are you? Let's see. Okay, yeah, so if you guys are ready, if your buttholes are clenched, I'm ready to go ahead and share my slides with you guys. So let's go ahead and do this. And go and turn around. I don't really have music though. Should I play music? I don't really have... Okay. I don't have music, so just imagine music in your head. Because I'm multi-streaming, and you know certain sites that you multi-stream to do not like music. So we are gonna go ahead and pretend there's music. Use your imagination, okay? All right, here we go. All right. You know I had to use use that photo of him. I'm gonna be in this corner. Sorry, I'm covering you guys' chat, but I just needed some space. Okay, alrighty. Oh, whoa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my. I feel like I'm doing a scroll project. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my presentation of my experience as a sprout at Final Fantasy Festival, aka Fanfest 2026 in Anaheim. Wow! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Yes, I know. Contain your excitement. Contain your excitement, everyone. All right. So let's talk about the first day, cause boy, oh boy. Within like, I would say 30 minutes to an hour of me first like landing in Anaheim, it was a memorable one. It was a memorable one. That is for sure. In fact, let's try to go in order. Let me go ahead and get my little pointy stick out here. First of all, look at the little goodies I was able to give out during Fanfest. So if you met me at Fanfest, you got a boom business card. If you guys are also going to Offkai, I will also be giving these out as well. Unfortunately, not the Warrior of Light sticker I drew right there. It says Team Imric on the shirt. It's kind of small, and it has my little sprout. It's my little Lala with flames. And unfortunately, I actually handed these all out, so I have no more. I was actually shocked because I was like, oh, 100 is kind of a lot, but you know what? It's cheaper to order in bulk. And I probably could have gotten through all these stickers on day 1, because that's when the Warrior of Light sticker training event happened, and I could have given all of this away, but I decided to split like half on day 1 and half on day 2, and thank God I did, because oh my god, the sticker training was crazy. Yeah. And then here is some leftover Mokizard stickers from last Offkai, and so I just brought some of these along too. These are also very low. I may reprint these for Offkai this year. I'm also getting another sticker done as well, so this may be coming back. This is also coming back. Unfortunately, this is a Fanfest exclusive. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so you may have noticed there is this little fella right here. This guy. It is an opossum. In fact, it is a baby opossum. So let me tell you. Let me walk you through my day. Boom. Dragon husband and I get to the hotel. We drop off our stuff. We are starving, okay, from the trip. Starving from the trip. And then we walk to this restaurant nearby our hotel. At this point, everyone's coming in from Fanfest. There's also like other events happening at the convention as well. We're also near Disneyland, okay? So there's lots of people. Despite it being a weekday, okay? And then so this was when, like, Thursday's day 0, but you could go and get your registration and your stuff early, right, before the actual days. And so people were already wearing like the bag, like over here, you see these are all the like goodies you get when you pick up your registration. You get a little hat, get a little bag. I love the bag, by the way. It was so cute and very handy. And when you open it inside, there's like 2 zippers in there, so it actually holds a lot of stuff. And then you get like a little sticker book right there. I didn't expect this, but you get a little trading card, or like 1 card. And I believe there's like 6 or 7, one of each of the scions. And you get a Warrior of Light sticker here, like the canon Warrior of Light that they always use in videos. So, and then you get pins. You get little pins. You get a delivery mobile and other stuff. You get alpha. It's very cute. I really liked all of the goodies you got. Yeah. But anyway, so people were already walking around wearing the hat and the bag and stuff, right? So you know who's there for Fanfest already. So I'm starving. We're starving at this point. The restaurant is crowded. It's small. It's cramped, okay? And so Dragon Husband goes off to get a table, and I'm waiting in line for my order. I'm not gonna go too much into details because I don't want to intrude on their privacy or anything, but unfortunately there was this couple that was wearing Fanfest stuff that was bickering already, and I felt super awkward because again, it's a small shop, and I just like couldn't go anywhere, so I was just standing there where they were like bickering behind me, and it was like rough, and finally I got my number called and I got my food, and so I went outside. And then the couple later on comes and sits near us as well, right? And then she starts crying, and then one of their friends comes as well. And then yeah, it was just really rough because like we could like hear everything, right? We're not trying to eavesdrop, but it was just, they're just so close to us. And then as his girl is crying, I just hear, "Oh my god, it's a baby opossum!" And then I look behind me, and sure enough, there's a baby opossum right behind me. And so it's fucked up. I don't want to go too much into it, but as this girl is crying, this guy goes behind me and picks up the baby opossum. Despite his friend and everyone kind of being like, "Bro, you probably shouldn't be picking up possums, right? You should not be picking up opossums." He's like, no, trust. They're good. They're fine. They don't carry diseases. Meanwhile, his girl is still crying. So his girl is still crying, and he just goes and picks up the baby opossum despite everyone telling him not to. And then he decides to like put it somewhere like safe away from the humans, like around the corner in the bush. And then he's like, "Now I gotta go wash my opossum hands." And then he goes back into the restaurant to go wash his hands. And then the girl is still crying. And then like the friends are trying to console her. I'm just sitting here watching all of this happen. And again, we just got to Anaheim. And it's freaking nuts, right? And then anyway, Dragon Husband goes off to like haul or like trash away, right? And then I don't know why, I just decided to look down, and I'm really glad that I did, because boom, this is not a zoomed in photo, by the way. This is not a zoomed in photo. This was how close the baby opossum was next to my foot. This was how close. I don't know, maybe something about me. Maybe he just liked my vibe. He or she decided to crawl back from wherever that guy dropped him off, right next to my foot. And I was like, wow, thank God I was wearing like a beefy Doc Martens, because if that crawled onto my foot, I'm not gonna lie, even though it's cute, I probably would have, as the kids say, flip my shit. I don't even know if kids say that anymore. I would flip my shit, okay? If day one, like an hour into this trip, a opossum crawled up my leg, I would flip my shit. And then it was cute, right? And then as soon as I looked down and made eye contact with it, it went like, it hissed at me! It hissed at me! And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, you're very cute, but I'm gonna back away now. And then I got up and left with the baby opossum there, the girl's still crying. It was a mess. And then Dragon Husband and I just like walked away, and we just both looked at each other like, what the fuck just happened? We just got here. So yeah, that was a start to the trip. It was a memorable one. I hope all was okay with that couple, and I hope they had a great con. Despite it starting rough, but hey, we were blessed with this blessed cute baby opossum there. Yeah. Giving Disney princess vibe. I don't know, but it hissed at me though. Mother. No. But the baby opossum did let the guy pick him up. It like hissed at him once, but he was just like, all right, yeah, I guess this is it. And so another memorable thing, that's not even like the craziest thing that happened on day 0. Okay, day 0 is Thursday. So for those of you that don't know, there is this cafe like 10-minute a 10-minute or so drive away from the con, called the Requiem Cafe. I guess they do a bunch of like collabs and stuff. But they were doing a collab with Final Fantasy 14. Look, I didn't think to take a picture of the whole like place, but it was really nicely decorated inside. Had like a bunch of stuff and drinks that were created from things in Final Fantasy 14, and they had like merch too that they were selling specific to the cafe and for the collab. So they had Requiem Cafe X like Final Fantasy 14 merch, like it was like acrylic charms, clothes, and things like that. And so we thought there's no way we are gonna be able to get in when the festival is like fully on, right? Like Friday, Saturday, we are probably not gonna get in because they had reservations, and you were able to make reservations like I think a month or a couple of weeks ago prior, but they sold out so fast, chat. Oh my god, like I tried to get a reservation and it sold out so freaking fast. So we were trying to do a stand-in line. Chat. Chat, let me tell you, I regret that. I regret trying to do that because like it's day 0. I didn't really have anything to do. We already registered. We got our stuff. We got blessed by the baby opossum. We had nothing to do, right? So we're like, okay, yeah, we could waste time to stand in line for this cafe, right? Try to get in before it gets even crazier. We waited 3 hours. 3 hours. And we still didn't get in. We still didn't get in after 3 hours in the blazing hot sun. It was bad. And the people working at the cave were trying to be really good about it. Like they were passing out water and checking in. So it was kind of nice. They worked with what they could. But it got bad to the point where, as you could see, the fire department had to come because someone fainted in line. Keep in mind, day 0, just a couple hours into being at Anaheim. Yes, a fire truck had to come because someone fainted in line because of the heat. It was quite bad, and this was a large fire truck too. So it was. I remember when it first came, people were like, oh, this is like bad, but at the same time, it's kind of nice because the fire truck is like blocking the sun and the heat from us. And so when the fire truck like went away, everyone was like, no, wait, come back. It was blocking the sun for us. And then after that whole ordeal, and I got to meet cool people in line, by the way, too. I met some pretty cool people in line and everyone was super sweet. But so they made it bearable waiting in line together. But yeah, so one of the guys we were standing in line with after all of this finally like went up to one of the people working at the cafe and was like, hey, realistically, do you know how much longer we're probably gonna be waiting? Because at this point we're all waiting for 3 hours, right, where we were in line. And the guy was like, yeah, probably 2 more hours. 2 more hours. It would have been a 5-hour wait. It would have been a 5-hour wait for this, like, the line if you didn't have reservations for day 0. It was crazy. So after we heard that, we were like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. So we left. Yeah, we left after waiting 3 hours in line because we were like, all right, five. You know what? 5 hours is where I draw the line. I think 5 hours is where I draw the line. So that was 3 hours wasted. But you know what? I kind of like the experience because I got to meet and talk to cool people. And we traded some stickers and like talked about how we got into Final Fantasy 14 and like they learned I was a sprout. They're like, oh my gosh, and it was really nice. I enjoyed talking to everyone. And then after that, we went and got some boba. There's this thing called like a packing district. I'm not gonna lie, I just searched up best boba in my area, and there's this place called Mini Monster in this really cute thing building called like it's called the packing district. It's kind of like a food court, but like, oh my gosh, it was so yummy, Chad. It was so yummy. In fact, throughout the trip, we just kept going back there for boba because it was so yummy. Look, I got like a strawberry matcha latte, and then Dragon Husbando got like a jasmine milk tea for like a pandan like foam top. It was so good. It was good. It was really pretty and nice inside too. So if you guys ever get to go around this area or Disneyland, I highly recommend the boba, and just check out the packing district. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Chunkster Stopper, hello, welcome in. And then yeah, so after we got boba, and after waiting 3 hours in line, and after getting visited by a baby opossum, and witnessing that Final Fantasy 14 couple, we decided to call it a day. After traveling and after all of this, we decided to end day 0. So that was the first part of the trip already. That was a time. So, also day 0, actually, we went to the con to pick up our registration and stuff like that. And so what was really cool is that part of the con, they had the doors plastered with like scions, and I'm kind of annoyed because I was looking at this because I thought I got a picture of everyone, but I was like, wait, someone's missing. I couldn't find Alfie. I left out Alfie. I'm so sad. I left him out. I don't think I actually saw him. Maybe he was like on another part of the building I didn't see. I'm sure he has to be there. They could not leave him out. But yeah, look, they look so good. I think the art looks really good too. And then I put Cryle in this corner. She had her own door. Her door was not this tiny, but I needed to make room for all of them. So that's where she is. I know, I was like, not Alfie. How could I forget? But yeah. Life size? No, imagine Cryle's doors is like a little door for kids or like animals. No, not life size. But yes, that was like the doors on the con. Where Elysia using Viper class? Ooh, interesting. Okay. so this is still day 0. So I don't know if you guys saw my tweet right here, right there. This is also day 0. So they give you, alongside the goodies, these little like fabric wristband badges. Okay. So your dragon thief was told as I was picking these wristbands up, like, oh hey, like just keep in mind you guys gotta take care of this, because if you lose them, we're not replacing them, right? I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I'll make sure to like keep them on me. You know, I don't want to lose it. And so as I'm walking away, I decided to put it on my wrist and tighten it, because I thought, oh, I could just loosen it later, but I don't want it to be loose right now because I don't want to lose it before the con starts. And then as I was trying to give Dragon Husband his little wristband, I realized you can't actually loosen the wristband. It stays on there. Once you tighten it, it's like that. So I didn't know that, and I tightened both of them. I don't know if you see, pretty darn good. So that was on there. So I was like, oh, frick off. They literally just told me they were not replacing these, like, wristbands if you lose them. And so, I embarrassingly, like, not even a minute or two after getting up, went back in line, went back to the same lady, and I was like, hey girl, hey, I know you said to, like, not lose the badges, or the wristbands. I didn't, by the way, but I did do a dumb thing, and I showed her my wrist, and she started laughing. She's like, oh no. I was like, I hope I'm not the, like, first person to do this. She's like, no, you're not. That's why we have scissors on standby. So she grabbed scissors, and then they were sweet and were nice enough to, like, cut the wristbands off me and then give me new ones. Yeah, it was bad. They can actually be loosened. There's a couple tricks to it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I'm like, it's day 0. I literally just got these. I'm sure hopefully they can help me with this. And I am hoping that I'm not the first person to have done this at the con, because they tell you not to lose them, right? And to tighten them on the wrist, but they don't tell you that you shouldn't tighten them like super tight, because you cannot loosen it once you do, right? And to be fair, maybe that's common knowledge, right? When you get these wristbands, but it was not common knowledge for me because I don't go outside a lot. So I'm very happy that they were nice to give me new ones. But yeah, PSA, if you guys ever get wristbands like these, yeah, imagine, welcome back from Fanfest. I hope you have fun. I had a time, that's for sure. It was quite fun. So that actually was end of day 0. So we are now on Friday, day 1 of the con. This was the line right here. Look at that pretty sun. Look at these palm trees. This does not even capture how big the lines were. This is kind of like, yeah, this doesn't even compare. It goes it will go all the way over there, right? It was quite big, quite a large line. And my ass woke up early to get ready because I was cosplaying this day. And I was hoping to get seats for the keynote, but I underestimated my fellow Warrior of Lights because I have mutuals who were able to get kind of front row seats for the keynote, and they woke up at 5 a.m. to be in that line. So, my ass, who woke up and got there at 9:30 before the 10 a.m. keynote, definitely did not get a seat for that keynote. I definitely did not get a seat. Yes, it's crazy. They waited at 5 a.m. in line to get like front rowish seats for the 10 a.m. keynote. But I was like, look, also like not all of the like line has like umbrellas or like covering too. So as it got hotter, people were just waiting in this line for hours. It was crazy. Sonic, hello, welcome in. 5 is the minimum wake up time for a con, so I usually go for 4 like panels and stuff that you want to go to. Crazy. I wasn't able to get a seat either. I stood for half and sat for the rest. My feet were mushed. Yeah, I tried sitting on the floor for some of the panels, but my butt and legs kept just falling asleep, and so I was like, fine, I'll just go to stage B. And for those of you that can't see, so this is stage A, the main stage, right? And it was, people were definitely camping for these seats and waking up super early for them. And then if you weren't able to get stage A, there was like a lot of room in the back, so you could either stand or sit on the floor. Or you could go to stage B, which is the giant room next over, where there's also seats and just giant screens. So you don't get to see the main stage, but you get to see the screen. So that's stage B, this is stage A. And so I tried sitting in the back for stage A, but it was kind of rough. And so I just decided to go stage B. In fact, for most of the con, since I was not waking up early enough to do that, I mostly just unfortunately got to watch stuff at stage B. But hey, you know, the vibes were still there. Stage B, rise up my stage B peeps from Fanfest. You know, we also had fun, even though we weren't able to make it in there. But yeah, it was interesting. Also, I think an ad is gonna play. Yeah, rise up stage B. So this is stage B. My pictures do not capture how freaking big everything was for Fanfest. And what's crazy is that Fanfest was not the only convention being held at the Anaheim Convention Center. There was multiple cons going on, and like the rooms for like the stage A area and the stage B area were crazy big. But I think that's a good thing because it was well ventilated. It didn't feel super like packed or anything, unless you're in the like sticker trade or like certain events. But like I felt like everything was pretty big, pretty decently big. And then let's see. There's a pocket chair you can buy on Amazon. Really helpful. I think some cons don't allow it. And I know some, not cons, but like the venue. I know some venues allow, some people don't for those mini chairs. But I kind of doubt they will let you bring your own chair in this, because every time to get in and out, you would have to get their security and metal detector. So I kind of doubt they would let me bring that in. And so as this was all going, I was very sleep deprived, and then I bought this classic milk tea. I get less 70% sugar, or it's usually, I usually do 50. Is that why it was so sweet? Oh my gosh. Wait, no, that says milk tea. Okay, that's not sweet. Less ice, less sweet, Moki. Okay, they originally wrote it with a Y, and I said no with a I, so that's why that's like that. I said less ice, and I just wanted to take a picture of it because it kind of grinded my gears. I was already a little crabby because of the lack of caffeine and waking up early. But look at this! Look at this gap! I said less ice, and look at this gap! Look how much that, this thing was like $6 to $7, by the way. And just because I asked for less ice, look at that gap. It was crazy. It was not good, but you know, I was kind of desperate, and I didn't want to buy myself coffee because it's like 50-50 on if I get migraine. So I got this sad classic milk tea in the con. But also look, the pillars. I was also trying to get the pillars, but the pillars at the con around Fanfest were also covered. So you see a little mogul with a little trumpet right there. As someone that sells milk teas at my job is pretty normal. That gap, really? You guys don't get like customers that complain? Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, so this is the start of day 1. So the cosplays! I'm covering one of them, but I'll move in a second. I spent all day editing myself out of these because I got shy. I got shy of like showing you guys myself. But here is my crappy Photoshop photo editing skills. Rosas, welcome in. So let's start off from the rows. So we got Lord. Oh my god, the cosplayers at these events were amazing. I'm sure some of them you've seen during the cosplay walk as well. And so yeah, some of them you haven't, but like some of them you have. So let's start. Lord Hand, very cool cosplay. Toesies. I should have blurred the toesies. I'm sorry for the Lord Hand cosplay. If you want me to blur those, I will. I'll blur those dogs for you. And then we found Imric. Yes, we found the Imric. You guys kept sending me. I like follow them on Twitter and everything too. I was like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, and when I do, I'm giving you my sticker because it says Team Imric. They're like, oh, okay. And I'm glad I did. They were very cool. They were very cool. And they gave me a sticker, and they gave me an Imric sticker as well. I was quite happy about it. And then I wanted to give them hot chocolate. But they were also very cool. Look at them. You can't really see in these two pictures. I'm kind of sad, but because of the lighting. But this person was like a Ora, and so they had like the little scalies in the tail. But the reason why I took a picture of them, I edited myself out, but in this picture, I'm actually in my cosplay holding my bouquet gun, and that's their bouquet gun. And they're the only other person that had the bouquet gun, and so we like took a picture together. But yeah, they were very cool. They were like in like very elaborate outfit too. And then I'm so sad that the picture did not come out well because of the lighting. But you can tell, and they were also in the cosplay walk as well. It's very elaborate. She said that she had boots on, but they were like hurting her feet, so like she had to take them off. But like, look at this. Look at this. It was so good. And then I took pictures of like, we were in line for this one. for this little like photo prop thing. But yeah, I got to take pictures of little sin eaters as well. It was very cool. So this person, their little visor, that golden visor over there, it goes up and down. So for the photo, she put it down. I was like, wow, that's so cool. And yeah, they were very cool. I really like their cosplay. Look at that, it's so good. It goes up and down too. Wow. And then moving down. Okay, I don't know these characters yet, but I saw lots of green bunnies around, so I'm assuming I will eventually meet them. But there's this very cool looking green bunny that was like in... I had to censor both of them. Not because I don't, like their cosplays. I do, that's why I asked for a picture. But because I don't know if I would get bonked based off of what they were wearing. They were just wearing like a harness and like little tights and stuff like that, and there was a little bit of a nip nop with the green bunny, so I had to use the little moogles there to cover. But they were so good, and they were like, I loved all the poses they did of everyone too. Everyone kept taking pictures of them. Yeah, so I know the green bunny is gonna be later down the storyline, but there's so many of them. But I really liked their cosplay because he was in like a harness and had like nip nop out and like stuff. I was like, whoa, sweet. Liked it. And then the actual green bunny man isn't that exposed. I'd assume so, because I saw the other green bunny. It's like, he's the only green bunny wearing the harness, but that's what I liked. That's what I liked about his outfit. Byro, hello, welcome in. Green bunny guy was very comfortable in his body. I love them, and look at the pose. They're very... I don't know the characters yet because I have not met them because I was in... I'm only in Shadowbringers, but I love the vibe. I didn't get to take pictures of all the... So around the con, they had little photo stations. There's like this honeybee station. I didn't take a picture at the honeybee station because I didn't really know what was going on with all the honeybees, but I took a picture of this. It was actually me standing here, but I like edited myself out. It's really cool. It's just Giant 14. And then, oh yeah, who you're covering? So yeah, that's me right behind. I just slapped my model on top of it. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to meet this Nanamo cosplayer because I kept seeing her post about her cosplay on Twitter before the convention. And then, sorry, hiccups. And so I was very happy to run into her. Like, she looks so like unreal, right? But no, look how good she is. That Nanamo cosplay is really cute. She was amazing. Sorry, I think she also did the cosplay walk too. She like drank from the chalice or something. But yeah, and then I'll show you the next slide. I have all the like stickers and stuff I got from people, but the stuff she gives you is like really cool too. But I loved her cosplay. What are you talking about, Solix? We all know Moki's a 2D anime. Yes, exactly. And then they had another photo area. I don't really know what this is because I'm not there yet, but it looked cool and I liked the colors, so I took a picture there. It's actually me like kind of flexing, but I took myself out. Okay, and then one of my favorites, actually, one of my personal favorites, right here. Yeah, look at look. Where's my pointies? There we go. I lost my finger for a second. Look at this! Look at the furry! I love him! So, I took a picture of the furry. And then as I was walking away, once we took a picture, I hear a little squeak. I hear a little squeak after I walk away. And then I instantly turn around and was like, Did you just squeak? And then as soon as I said that, they put both their paws out and squished their beans or like closed their fists, and both of the paws squeaked. It was so cute. It was so cute. Yeah, so every time he would like close his paws, he would make little squeaky toy noises. So I was like, oh my god, that's so adorable. I remember the furry person. Oh my gosh, did you hear him squeak? It was amazing. Or they were amazing. I loved it. The sound made me so happy. The sound made me very happy. And then yeah, so these were all the like cosplayers and stuff that I got to meet. I honestly wanted to take more photos with more cosplayers, but and I'll get more into the reason why I didn't. But it was just essentially just a lot. It's just a lot of stuff going on, and then a lot of the cosplayers, you know, also were just trying to like get to stuff as well. So I didn't want to bother them. I know they wouldn't be like you're a bother or anything, but like no. You didn't? Oh no! Well, hopefully next FanFest you get to hear Squish Beans. Okay, so yeah, the cosplayers, amazing. Amazing, so friendly as well. We'll always take a photo of you. So, okay. So this is the mix of day 1 and day 2, I think. So this, I sent in the Discord, it was from the Koji panel about the music and stuff. He was talking about how basically he was told to do one of the songs for one of the raids, like based on Hell, and they're like, why don't you try to use like BDSM as a vibe? And they're like, okay, so yeah, so this was like a giant slide that was being plastered on all the TVs during this panel. This is BDSM, and it was very memorable because he's like, yeah, so that Koji was like, yeah, so that meant I had to like go search up BDSM stuff for like the music and stuff and the lyrics, and then coworkers would pass by me, and then they'd be like, and then some of my coworkers would pass by me and see my screen, and they'd be like, yeah, Koji. It was very funny. It was a very amusing panel. It was also very interesting on how like music and lyrics and localization all work with like a Japanese company, and like they make all the lyrics in like English, and how it's very interesting to know that a lot of the music doesn't get made until like most of the game is done, the gameplay is done. It's very interesting. Koji Fox is a well-known troll on the team. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So I think what was very interesting for me as well was getting to know the team behind Final Fantasy 14. Like, yes, I know the names Yoshi P. I know the names Soken. Wasn't too familiar with like Koji Fox and stuff like that. So some of these names were, you know, new to me. And I could tell the community really loves them, right? Like I did, before I was even playing Final Fantasy 14, I saw that like people did like meets in the game for like, I think Soken was like diagnosed with cancer, and like everyone in the community was very sweet towards that. And so it's very interesting to watch the panels and see all of their thought processes and their personalities. And then after walking away from these personalities and hearing them yap, I'm kind of like, yeah, I see all that, you know? Like, you could feel their touches in the games, I feel like. Okay. And then the giant sticker wall. So there was a sticker wall. And then there was a fan-made, like, War of Light sticker training. You didn't have to sign up for it, but if you did, you get like, this ribbon or something. But everyone just met up at this giant sticker wall to, like, trade stickers, their War of Light stickers. I didn't take I'm kind of sad I didn't take a picture of the entire wall or a video, but here's Mokizard! So I was able to put my sticker. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to put mine up high, so, but I'm not that tall, even with my platform boots, so I had to, like, jump. So I, like, jumped to, like, slap these up on there, and I'd, like, tippy-toe all the way to, like, write my name. And then over here was one of the areas where it was just tents with, I don't know if you see these, but these are like photos. This is where they put photos of like I believe like it was like people's fan-made creations of props, pictures of props and screenshots from the game that people did and submitted. So these were all photos of stuff that people submitted. So like of props and things that they did via the game. And then over here, I thought was really cool. I actually saw these in my trip to Japan late last year. So these weren't new to me, but I thought you guys might enjoy them. But it's made by this really fancy like doll company, well-known doll company in Japan, and they do like a bunch of like regular doll stuff, but they also do like Hatsune Miku collabs. There's a bunch of Hatsune Miku. There's a bunch of other like stuff as well, other dolls that they make in collaboration with games and anime and stuff. So it's really cool to see that they were brought from Japan. But yeah, look at that. It's so elaborate and pretty. I wanted to take Grile. Look at her, so cute. And then in front, so this is the sticker wall. So in front of the sticker wall, there was this little statue of Alpha. Look at him. Everyone was taking pictures of him and with him. He was so cute. Look at him. He's adorable. I was so happy. So let me show you something. So behind me, one of the photo like prop areas that you could take. Keep in mind, all these photo prop areas had lines, right? But you know, you could get through them like within a couple minutes. This Graha Tia line was freaking nuts. Every time I looked over, the line was capped. They had to cap the line, and the line was not moving all that fast. Because everyone, out of all the photo like space events, everyone wanted to take a picture of their favorite red cat boy. So it was a little like little area, a little couch area of this background, and everyone wanted to go there. I couldn't even take a picture. Like I tried to stand in line, but it was just taking way too long, and there were panels I wanted to see, things to do. And if you didn't do it when the line wasn't capped, then you know you weren't gonna get to it. So many boyfriends got demoted second place in front of the garage. Yes, exactly. It was crazy how many people were waiting in line for this. My poor friend, she was so out of it getting there, she sat on the wrong side. No! Can't you Photoshop herself? Pay someone? Post on Reddit, hey, Photoshop. Hey, Reddit, can you guys Photoshop me to the other side for my cutout boyfriend? But yeah, this was wild. It was quite wild. Shout out to all the friends and significant others that waited for their significant other in that line of them. Dojingo, thank you for the head pats. Okay. Oh, and these are my light sticks that I got for the concert right here. Well, not for the concert. I have these light sticks. They're the plain light sticks. At the merch store, they also sold like branded Final Fantasy 14 light sticks. I just brought these from home. But yeah, I brought light sticks. It's cool. Yeah, these no, they're not statues. They're dolls, Blanku. They're very cute dolls. They're made by a fancy doll company in Japan. Okay. Mouse, my Oshi. Okay, so these photos are all out of order. So I took pictures of the Iron Mouse concert. Okay, I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to be at stage A, the main stage. I had to go to stage B, but you know what? I'll take it. It was very cute. It was very good. So they brought her out on the big screen. Koji went to go hug her. And then I wasn't expecting a concert. I don't know if anyone knew or if it was a surprise. I knew she was gonna debut a new outfit, but the concert I was not expecting. And so I'm very happy. I definitely think she knocked it out the park, because I remember when she first announced that she was gonna be like a kind of like a virtual guest for Fanfest. Like people were like, why? She's not even part of the community, blah. But I mean, Iron Mouse has been playing Final Fantasy 14 like off stream of Connor and like all of that, Sea-Dog V and all that. So I already knew she played the game. But yeah, I think like as soon as she started doing her concert, people were like, oh yeah, she's pretty good. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And then I'm happy, I need to go watch her videos of it, because I believe she posted the concert or the songs on her YouTube already. So I wanted to watch that. She played on stream for a minute, but I understand why she swapped off to longer during it. Yeah, I remember when she was walking with Sea-Dog VA and was it Premier 2, aka Peter, Pete, who is in a lot of Sea-Dog VAs and brought in Japan to videos. He was actually there in person at FanFest, by the way, Pete. But I remember when a mouse was walking Sea Dog VA through Final Fantasy 14, people kept like stream sniping them and like following them, which is whatever. But it was kind of getting annoying to watch. So I understand why she plays offline. And then yeah, so you know how I mentioned in over here, let me go back. Over here had like a bunch of like photos and stuff of props and like pictures that people took. So these are, I took pictures of like my favorite ones. So someone screenshot and made this image of like Pippin Jason, and so I thought it was very cute. I love Pippin, you guys know that, so I had to take a picture of Pippin. And then another picture that I took that was that someone made this prop, which was essentially, so it was like the main storyline quest. They made like a pendant, but it like turns dark. But as soon as you put it behind light of some sort, I don't know what that is or if it's just regular light or like a magnet or something. But when you put it against the light, the like question mark or not the question, the exclamation mark pops up. So I thought that was really cool, and I was like, oh man, they should make these IRL, but or like, you know, mass produce these. But yeah, someone made this. I thought it was a very cool thing. Okay, and then the main storyline quest is, yeah, I thought it was very cool. And then they had a little like game section where you can line up where the giant aetheryte was. You could take pictures of the aetheryte, but you also like did this little game where it would be teams of 5. And basically you would have to like flip this giant dice, and you had to see like whoever's team would win, and then you would get stickers. So that's another thing, is because we were gifted sticker books, they also did like exclusive stickers at some of these events. Like at this Aetheryte event, you get like a specific sticker of the Scions. Another game or event, you get this like specific sticker. So it's very cool. It's very cool. And that was another reason why there were lines, was that some people were trying to collect all the stickers at these events. So yeah. Did you attune to it? I don't think they would like me touching it. Yeah, and then here's my bouquet gun. Yeah, I was very proud of how it turned out. Very, very proud. See, I did all the details and stuff. So for the handle is what was kind of messing me up in regards to like me trying to figure out how to make it. But Dragon Husband's very crafty, and so I was trying to figure it out. And so what he did, he's like, I don't know why you're stressing about it. He like left and then came back with a hanger, broke half of the hanger, and then just like taped it to the fake flowers. So he just like taped a hanger end to the flowers, and then just like bent the flowers. I was like, here. I was like, oh, okay. See, my ass likes to overcomplicate things. So I was gonna get like PVC pipe. I was gonna go buy a heat gun. I was gonna like use a heat gun to bend the pipe, and I was gonna use clay to like, you know, make the end. He's like, just use this hanger and just taped it, and it worked out, and it worked out well. You know, so I'm very happy of how it turned out, and it seems like a lot of people really liked it, because I got quite a few compliments about this gun too, so I was very happy about it. Yeah, prop makers, cosplayers just be like that. They overcomplicate things, and then people, when they ask people's advice, they're like, bro, just do this. They're like, oh, that's so much easier. Why haven't I been doing that? Yeah. And then here's a little butt slider. Little butt slider. So I was lucky to catch the panel where they were asking Q&A stuff, and I knew this was gonna pop off on the internet, so I made sure to take pictures of when he got asked what about butt sliders. And then here's all the stickers. Here's all the stickers. Yeah, look at all the stickers. This isn't even like a lot, I feel like, because I've seen some other people's Warrior of Light sticker haul, like sticker trading haul. I feel like this isn't even a lot, and I feel like I could have done a lot more damage. So the Warrior of Light sticker event was actually very overwhelming. It was super overwhelming. The first day 1 for the sticker trading event, it was like packed sardines. Everyone was super squished, and like you couldn't even really talk to anyone really, because it was that squished, and everyone's trying to like trade stickers. So you're really just like squished against one another and you're like, here, take my sticker, and you're just handing it out. Yeah. And so that was overwhelming. Day 2 was nice because it wasn't as packed for around the sticker station. I think a lot of people didn't realize that people would be trading on day 2 as well, which is why a lot of people like really went ham on day 1. But I was able to get quite a few stickers at day 2 as well, and I actually prefer it because day 1 sticker trading was, oh my god, it was stressful. It was stressing me out. Like after a bit being squashed in that group, I was like, okay, I gotta get out. Wait, is that Alpha sticker holding a drumstick? Which one? Let me see. Which? Trying to look. It's like playing I Spy. But yeah, thank you to everyone who traded stickers with me. It was very nice. The Jollibee one? Yes, he is holding a drumstick. So actually, they had a Jollibee there too. They had like a little Jollibee sign, and the Jollibee bee actually came. I don't know if you guys saw videos or pictures on the internet, but he actually was there at the con, and people were taking photos of him, and they were handing out the Jollibee stickers. Not only did the Jollibee bee walk around and take pictures of people, but he would like go to the booths and the games and would try to play. So there's quite a bit of videos of the bee just like punching things or like trying to play games, and we're like break dancing and dancing and busting out moves. Whoever was in that bee was having a grand time. But yeah, so these are all the cool stickers. I got to meet Osnir. We raided him a few times. He also plays Final Fantasy 14. I got to meet him. He's pretty cool. Get a sticker. And then all these others people as well. It's very cool. And then look, some people, not only did they make stickers, but they made like little keychains as well. Like this girl was walking around like, oh, what's your favorite class? And I was like, machinist. I just said machinist, right? And then she's like, oh, here, and she gave me a little machinist keychain. And so, this other girl had like a box full of like little like Moogle clips or pins there. And then some people had a lot of people actually had like, I think 3D printed like job pins. So they'll be like, what's your class or something like that. And then yeah, they will hand that out to you. It was very cool, very cool. I liked it. Okay. So that's all the photos. That's all the photos. So some of the questions that I know people might be wondering: was it Sprout friendly? Did you get spoiled? Would you recommend Sprouts to go? And I would say, yeah, I think it's worth it if you are okay with being spoiled, because I was indeed spoiled, but I'm not mad about it because I already had an inkling of it already. I mentioned it to you guys. I already mentioned it to you guys, but I kept seeing a lot of Grahatia cosplayers with like crystals on his arms and stuff. And I'm like, I knew that Jonathan Bailey. I know his voice. Don't confirm nor yeah, that one I thought you got spoiled by, but I already knew. I already kind of was like, before I even went to fans, like, chat, this hooded figure sounds quite familiar to me. I've seen Bridgerton. I know his voice. Yeah, but don't confirm, deny. I don't want to know. I'm gonna pretend in La La Land I don't know. So I think if you're okay seeing, that's the thing. I didn't see anything in like any of the panels that was spoilers, but I did see cosplays that spoiled. Like there are definitely cosplayers like walking around with framed photos of, you know, our favorite hot chocolate man, right? And like to pay our respects, right? And so there's definitely spoilers via the cosplay. But if you're okay with potentially being, not potentially, you are going to be exposed to that, then I had a grand old time. I would recommend going. But if you're not okay with that, I wouldn't go. I personally wouldn't go if you're not okay with that. Like, if you really don't want to be spoiled by someone's like cosplay or like potentially from a video or something like that at the con, I wouldn't recommend going. But if you're okay with it and you're okay living in Lala, a smooth brainland like me, and just gonna forget about it, yeah, It was fun. I thought it was very Sprout friendly. Everyone was super nice when I told them they're Sprout. Another thing I was kind of worried about is that like people that went were like, why are you here? You're only in Shadow Breakers. But everyone was super nice. In fact, a lot of them were like, oh my god, you're in Shadow Breakers. That's gonna be great. You're gonna like, it's gonna be so much fun. You're gonna have fun. And then we would talk about it, and then I'd be like, yeah, I just got to like the Sin Eater scene. They're like, haha, oh boy. So everyone was super sweet about it. No one was weird about like a Sprout being there. In fact, there were other Sprouts there too, so I was happy. And then the Sprouts I would meet, I would just give them, I had like a little Sprout clip, and I bought a bunch of them. And so whenever I would meet a Sprout, I would just give them a little Sprout clip. So we could band together. The funny thing about the con spells, you need context for enemy to be spells. Yeah, exactly. So I know Catboy is crystallized, but I don't know the context. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I know not everyone would be, so if you're not okay with that, probably wouldn't go. But I had a really good time. You see the trailer for the next expansion? Yes, that's another thing. I did see the trailers of the next expansion. But like you guys said, I need context. I don't know what's going on aside from I'm currently doing Shadowbringers and the expansions I played thus far. If anything, I was just like, whoa, that looks sick as fuck. That looks cool. Look at those battles. Like, whoa. Where's the ice? They kept making jokes like, where's the ice in this? But yeah, I felt like watching the trailer for the next expansion didn't really spoil anything because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. If anything, though, watching the trailer for the next expansion made me hyped to come home to play even more. Because it looks really cool. Also, that cat! Oh my god, the cat village and the cat! I have to get to that, right? So if anything, watching that made me want to play even more. You get to soak in every other player's massive hype. Yeah. Yeah, the Shadowbringers and Walker Spoon is generally considered the peak of Final Fantasy XIV story. Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. A lot of people were very sweet to me as a Sprout. Well, we got till January for you to catch up. I don't know if I want to, like, rush for the new expansion to come out, though. I feel like, if anything, despite me being hyped from looking at all the panels, the cosplayers, and watching the videos from the next expansion, if anything, it made me want to slow down a bit when it comes to, like, doing main storyline quest stuff. And because we talked about this already before I went to Fanfest. I really want to enjoy the story and take my time. So I think while I do want to get to the new expansion when it comes out, I really want to like make time to explore all the storylines and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, I just remember I surprised Moki with the hairstyle explanation. Yeah, I didn't know that some hairstyles were like race specific in the game. That's crazy. Okay. Next question I kept seeing a lot and kept seeing all over Twitter. Was Fanfest stinky? Did it have that stink? Was it stinky stink? And I will say, as someone that has been to Magic the Gathering conventions, other TCG conventions, a shit ton of anime conventions, okay? I personally, this is my own personal experience, I can't talk to everyone. I personally think it was not stinky. And let me explain. One, I was masked up the whole time. Because I did not want to catch that con sickness that always runs through. I did not want to get sick. And also, I'm a VTuber, so that's part of the gig when you go to these events. So, I was wearing a mask. So that helps. But two, like I mentioned, the convention was really big. The venue was really, really big. Unless you were in, like, one specific area, like, for example, in front of the sticker wall where everyone was, like, squished to give each other stickers. The overall, like, size of the, like, A room, B room though was huge. It was huge to the point where like you could walk around without bumping into people, and there'd be lots of space. There's actually quite a lot of space. Like if you go look at this right here, where is it? Where? Like right here, like this is kind of like towards the end of the day, but like there's just a lot of space still, despite a lot of people. So like it was very well ventilated, I would say. I think it was very well ventilated. However, my ass did not make it to room A, okay? I was mostly in room B, and for what I saw from mutuals and other people that were in the like main hall, right, for all the like keynotes and like concerts and stuff, I saw tweets about people saying that like people that were standing in the front, like apparently someone sharded, apparently someone farted really bad, like apparently it was stinky in hall A, okay? So like I said, I can't talk about for everyone's experience, but I've been seeing people's tweet about how like someone sharded. So yeah, room A for us because it smells sample drum. Yeah, so maybe I could say it's not stinky because I wasn't able to go to room A, but maybe room A people would be like, oh hell no, it was stinky. So maybe it's a good thing we weren't able to get into room A, Majin, because of that smell. Gas warfare is crazy. But yeah, I thought it was fine. But again, if you were like front row and for the main hall, maybe stinky. Might want to wear a mask. Maybe get some like Vicks or like some vapor rub or something, put it on your nose before you go in. Fanfest tips. If I were to go to Fanfest next year, if you are to go to Fanfest next year as well, or like some Fanfest, some things I would recommend and do is, one, I really liked my heater pad. We packed a heater pad and it was amazing because you don't realize how much walking, sitting you're doing for these panels, especially if you're not able to get seats. You're probably sitting on the hard floor or like standing. So at the end of the day, when you finally like get in bed at your hotel, your body is so sore. Oh my gosh. So having a heater pad and like putting it on your back at the end of each day was really nice. Deodorant showers, changing your clothes. You know, those are always great things. Always make sure you apply deodorant. Reapply deodorant, that's also an important thing. And then change your clothes. Some people shower and then don't change their clothes, but your clothes still have that stink, you know? So you want to make sure you change your clothes. Those are good things. Cash pieces. Actually, I think most of the con was like card only. I don't think I saw anything aside from like the outside food trucks. I think most places was card only. Bring a homemade lunch. Actually, yeah, that's another great point. So, one thing about Fanfest is that it was packed. It's only 2 days, right? But it was packed schedule-wise. When you take into account the official events and then the fan events, right? Like the cosplay gatherings, like the sticker trade, like all these other like fan events that happen kind of around the day as well. It is a packed schedule. And so sometimes you won't be able to like get dinner or like lunch or something unless you really plan it and carve it out of your day. And so in order for us to make panels that we wanted to see or like see people that we wanted to see, we, as soon as we got there to Anaheim, we went out. You know, there's like groceries, there's like Walgreens, CVS, other places. We got like protein bars and like protein shakes. And so that was super, super helpful in the morning when waking up, especially when we weren't able to get breakfast as well. Just eat a protein bar, protein shake, and eat all that, and it'll like hold you over until you could actually eat. And that was a game changer. That really helped a lot. Walgreens being nearby was so nice. Yeah, It was so nice. Yeah, just get a protein bar, something that'll get you through the morning until, and hold on. There's also Denny's and IHOP too, yeah. But like, it was really nice for all of that to be there, but the schedule was so packed. You really have to plan your day. Like, you really, really have to plan your day. And what I mean by that, you have to plan when you're gonna eat, what you're gonna eat, how much time is gonna take between all these things, or otherwise you're gonna miss the stuff you might want to be there for. Food gets expensive. Mini pizza level up expo's $15. Unfortunately, that's the price. It's like when you go to like concerts or like whatever, they charge like $10-15 for a water bottle. It's crazy. It wasn't too packed for me, but I had planned to skip on some of the panels. I see. Yeah, I wanted to see all the panels. So, yeah, if that's important to you, just really gotta be on top of your schedule. I guess another thing, comfy shoes. Comfy shoes. If you're cosplaying, you already know, you signed up, your feet are gonna be fucked up. The first day, I wore and like kind of later in the second day, I wore these tall like platform boots. You already know your feet is gonna be messed up, okay? So just maybe try to put some like shoe inserts or something to like lessen the pain. Put like band-aids on your like the back of your like foot and stuff like that. Really try to break in your shoes before the con, and then of course, you know, make sure you have comfy shoes to change into. If you just can't do it anymore, you know, sandals, Crocs, whatever you gotta do, sneakers, you gotta make sure you got those comfy shoes. I have brought my Doc Martens. I love my Doc Martens. They're always comfy. I went through Japan with my Docs. My feet didn't hurt at all. Walked many a miles a day, and now I was good. They usually have maps immediately go for what you want at the start. Yeah, exactly. So what was really cool at Fanfest was that they have like, apparently they put out an app each year. I didn't know that until like, I think like day 0. Apparently there's an app you could download for Fanfest 2026. And it had like the official schedules. It had a map of the con. It had like Q&A stuff. It had like reservations for the merch, which I will get into. But actually, let's get into it now. Merch for Fanfest. That's, if you did not pre-order, was rough, and you probably didn't get it because it was crazy. So what they would do, they would have like the like standstill line where if you don't have a reservation to get into the merch store, you could like line up and try to get in, but they would cut it off at certain parts of the time or the day. So basically at 8 p.m. on like Friday and like 8 p.m. on Thursday, there would be the kind of essentially what is a lottery system in order for you to get a reservation time slot for the merch store for the following day. But it was wild. A lot of people were not able to get reservations. It was like the wild west for that. And so if you wanted to go into the merch line without a reservation, you would have to probably line up before they even like opened at 9 a.m. because I heard that they were like cutting off at noon. Right. So it was rough. And a lot of things sold out kind of quickly too. So it was a bit sad because I know a lot of people didn't get merch. I originally did not pre-order the Fanfest merch stuff online because they're like, I'm gonna be honest, none of them really tickled my fancy. But if you're like me and you get FOMO, as soon as I got to Fanfest and I saw some people wearing the merch, I was like, I want it now. I too want to be included in wearing merch and having merch. So I decided to try to get merch last minute, and it was rough. So I highly recommend, if you are able to pre-order, definitely pre-order. Save your like the struggles if you're able to, because it's rough. That lottery system was not it. Yeah. I hope they stock up on the only store for some of it. Yeah, I hope they stock up online as well. It was rough. So final thoughts for Fanfest. I had lots of fun. I would go again. life-changing. I do think it's sprout friendly if you don't care about being spoiled to some things, but again, you won't have context. I did deeply wish, especially during the concert and some of the other stuff, I did kind of really wish at some points of the convention that I kind of grinded more and got further in the storyline, because I feel like the songs and everything would have hit me a lot harder, because I could have seen, I've seen a lot of people during the concert, like the piano and the Primals concert. I saw a lot of people getting like emotional and like it was really hitting them. And I was like, some of the songs I knew, but of course, you know, I'm only in Shadowbringer, so some of them I didn't. And so I felt like it would have hit a lot harder if I was more up to date. But this, and so that was the only part of the con where I was like, oh man, I really wish I was like updated. But yeah, I loved it so much. I had so much fun. It got me so hyped to play, and it made me like miss you guys, because like, oh, my stories, I can't wait to play with you guys. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. If you do get the chance to ever go, I hope you guys are able to, because it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I really love to see how much Yoshi P and his team really cared about the game, the community, the lore, all of it. It was really sweet to see, and how personable they were too. Like I said, I know of Yoshi P, not really the rest of the team, and it was really cool to see really just how passionate they are about it. And so it got me like super hyped. Also, ran up with the like Square Enix, the Square Enix CEO fucking came up on stage. It was really random. But yeah, he came, got on stage. It was basically this. Final Fantasy 14. Now on Switch 2. And then leaves. And leaves. And then, but not after saying that. Yoshi P like stormed to his office. It was like, give us more money for Final Fantasy 14. And he's like, oh, okay. So yeah, it was really cool to see just how passionate yeah, the team and the community is about it. Yeah, and while catching up is good, there's no rush on things. Agreed. And I say that because this game doesn't want you to feel rushed. The main storyline quest just makes you want to keep going. I'm pretty sure, or at least I hope, right? Fanfest happens every 3 years. Well, no, it comes out 2027. I have a year to get there. Yeah, or man, Yoshi go, yeah, don't get it for Switch 2. You need to pay for the service. Oh yeah, what were people's thoughts on that? I didn't really look too much online. The only thing I kind of saw about the Switch 2 for Final Fantasy 14 was that people were like, if I get disconnected in like a raid or something because someone's on Switch 2, I'm gonna be upset. The new Square Enix CEO got some backlash a few years ago for investing in NFTs. Oh, I didn't know that. Another BS. I guess after seeing how successful 14 has been, I guess that was enough to change his mind a bit. And Yoshi P storming his office and be like, give us the money. Give us the money. They need it. My worst light need it. Oh, another thing that was very interesting. You guys probably saw some of this online, but they, like Koji and a few others, definitely kept making digs at the CEO as well, at the Square Enix CEO. Like during Koji's panel, he's like, I wanted to get photos and stuff of like the artists and stuff like that, but we didn't have enough time. And the CEO's always like telling us to use AI, implement AI. And so, you know what? I'm just gonna use this like AI thing of like artists because we couldn't get it in time. And so like they kept making digs of like the CEO and like everyone trying to get them to use AI. I know there was some discourse and like some people were kind of upset the fact that they actually use AI in order to make fun of AI. I'm staying out of that, but like it was a very interesting discourse to see. I'm gonna try the free trial on the Switch 2. I kind of agree, Sonic. Also, I don't have a lot of games for the Switch 2, and I have one, so like why not give it a shot? So I also want to try it on there just to see. Also, like, I know it'd probably be rough, but playing Final Fantasy 14 while cozy in bed or on the couch sounds pretty cool if it works well. I could find they used to play it poorly, but you need to pay for service. Yeah, agreed. I did see that when they announced that. But there is the trial, right? For free. Square Enix needs to suck it up and make Yoshi P the honorary CEO. I have a question. I was kind of thinking about this. I definitely know Yoshi P is like on the older side of things. Who does the community think is gonna be his replacement? Like if he decides to retire or something, who do you think will take on his mantle essentially? I'm kind of curious about it. I kept seeing, I don't really know who Mr. Prime is anyway. I missed his, or whatever Prime or whatever. I missed his whenever he got introduced on stage. I saw some discourse about like, oh, maybe him, but like who was he? I didn't really, I kind of missed that. I had to get lunch. I was hungry. You have 14 to run on the Steam Deck, requires a bit of workaround. That's true. I do have a Steam Deck as well, but I was just like, that seems like a lot. Also, the Steam Deck is heavy, and I have like tiny hands, and so my hands get tired, or like my wrists essentially. I mean, you don't have to pay for Switch Online services. Yeah, that's true. That's a good thing. The sub on Switch is half if you have ongoing sub elsewhere. That's true. They try to meet at the middle ground. Yoshi P was the board of directors. Okay, you know, well, actually, let me move Xeon over back on here. I hope you guys enjoyed my slideshow, by the way. Yoshi P was on the board of directors, and he didn't want to do it anymore. Interesting. Yoshi P said he's got 10 more years of Final Fantasy 14 stuff, so he's not stepping down anytime soon. And 10 more years though? That's wild. Mr. Prime is the guy who's doing all the work on the Evolve jobs and previously did all the PvP versions of the jobs. Interesting. The Go himself feeding us for another decade. But I know he says that, but realistically, do you see Yoshi P going on for another 10 years? Mr. Prime did the math boss too, hence they nicknamed him. Oh, is that why? Because hello, welcome. Yeah, I was kind of, why is his name Mr. Prime? Also, I don't know if it's memes or if it's true, because again, I missed whenever he's talking. Did they actually forget his ass at the airport? I kept saying like little things on like Twitter about how like they left his ass at the airport. And this is his first time being brought to America for like shit like this, and they're like, wait, did my bosses leave me? Happy birthday! Hello, the leaf lover gal! Thank you so much for the follow, Marie. Hello, we just finished up my recap for Fanfest, and then I'm asking, and then I guess you guys too, who do you think potentially would replace Yoshi P? And I know Chad is saying he mentioned that he has another 10 years going for him, but realistically, do you think that's true? So I'm kind of curious what you guys have to think. But how was your Final Fantasy 14? Where are you doing the new patch? Welcome in. I am a Sprout. I'm doing my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 14. I usually stream it Tuesdays and Fridays. I just got to Shadowbringers. We just did our first dungeon before I left for FanFest. And yeah, thank you so much for the raid. World of Warcraft has sustained itself for longer. In my opinion, Final Fantasy 14 is the better two. So I can 100% see Yoshi P going for another 10 years. I'm not really thinking about if he wants to. I'm thinking health-wise and the fact that he's getting older, if that's something he's able to do. So I'm just saying, like, if unfortunately, knock on wood, he's not able to, for whatever reason, not because he doesn't want to, who would be his replacement? That's kind of my question. I'm dying in the new Alliance raid, so yes, doing well. I hope it's good though. I hope you're enjoying it. I mean, if Yoji Fujiyuto, the director of producer of Final Fantasy, was that 11? And the team are still working on that game for nearly 25 years. I think our man Yoshi P can still lead the charge. That's good to know. That's good to know. I nominate Mokizard to replace Yoshi P when he retires. A first decree. You must give all your gil to Mokizard and to the Zardies. It would be terrible. It would be terrible. Yeah, Yoshi ain't that old. I guess I'm thinking about it from like American standpoint too. I know in Japan, like people tend to like work I feel like a little bit longer, so I don't know. You need to update that short. Okay, that was another thing. I made a short talking about the free Final Fantasy 14 expansion, and literally a few hours later they're announced, and now including Shadowbringers. But yeah, I don't know if you're still here, 3-Leaf Clover and like Raiders, but if you need to go, no worries. If you'd like to stick around, please do. I kind of want to finish out the last, so where we left off in regards to raids and stuff like that. We were doing the 4 lords quest line. I have one more lord to do. However, I am really behind on a lot of shit from my birthday trip at aka Fanfest. So I may just unfortunately end it here. And then on Friday, okay, so this is what I want to do on Friday. On Friday, I do have to do my Reaper quest, because I do have that class quest up since I'm level 74 now, and so I wanted to do that, and then I wanted to continue on Shadowbringer's main storyline quest. So that will be on Friday of this week, and then next Tuesday for sure we will get back on like the raid quest line. We will knock out the last lord together, and then I do want to, this is gonna be another question. I think Ugraf or one of you guys were discussing, or like a few guys were discussing in chat, because I was thinking on Tuesdays I wanted to do side like quest lines and stuff that you guys recommend, like the Lord quest line. Like I really like the Alpha Omega quest line. I really enjoy those, so I wanted to do those on Tuesdays with you guys. Also, Moody, welcome in, good morning. So I'm kind of, let me see what you guys said in Discord. I kind of want to see what you guys recommend for the next quest line for Tuesdays. I know you guys mentioned Manderville a lot, but a lot of you guys said that's like really long, which I don't mind, but we will have to keep doing it every Tuesday, because Fridays I definitely want to keep as like main storyline quest days. Also, thank you by the way for marking things as spoilers in the Discord and the Final Fantasy 14 channel. I appreciate it. So we did Suzaku and Solji in the last one. Monster Hunter trial. Yeah, it's fine. There's good stopping points for the Beefield Realm Reborn parts before you totally finish. Do you think we should do Manderville next? We could discuss it. We could discuss it, but next Tuesday I for sure want to try locking in what we should do for Tuesdays, because I feel like Tuesdays would be our like raid together, like side quest line stuff. Yeah, Manderville between each expansion. Should I not start it then with you guys? Also, Bucker, I hope it was a good Fanfest for you. It's my first one. Yeah, I hope you had a good one. I am so tired. I'm so tired. It was also my birthday recently, so maybe it's because I got older, but I'm tired. I'm so tired. I haven't socialized like that in so long, chat. I haven't been around that many people and talked for that much with random strangers in so long. I think I'm just like mentally drained as well. Not sure. Pretty open after finishing 4 lords. Yeah, I want to figure out what we should do after finishing the 4 lords. Same, right? I am dead tired. I also wanted to
get medieval on your asses.
I vote Manderville at least started. Thank you for the cheers, Kazoda. I also want to make a note for those of you that did not see. I am having a late and very last minute birthday and 1,000 Zardy celebration! Woo! We're gonna be doing that on Saturday at 1 p.m. PDT. I don't have anything fabulous planned. I just wanted to hang out, say thank you guys for 1,000 of you guys who like joining the Thief Guild, crazy, and also a late birthday celebration since my birthday was on Fanfest. So yeah, I also posted this, but in case you guys didn't see it, I'll post it here too. Why the flip is not letting me? Okay, so I made a kudo board. I'll pin it. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's basically this board where you can write messages for like occasions like birthdays, celebrations, whatever. You can write a little message for me. I'm gonna be reading these on stream. And yeah, if you guys want to write something, I just linked it there. And we'll be doing that. You guys don't have to write your real name. I feel like every time someone like we set up kudo boards for other people, or like I guess people are like, oh wait, I didn't realize you didn't have to put your real name. You guys don't have to put your real name. I just want to put it out there. You can put your screen name, Final Fantasy 14 name. I don't know. You can even write Yoshi P butt slider, whatever. You can write whatever. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there because we'll be doing that on Saturday together. I don't know what we're doing, but we're celebrating and doing something. I don't know. And so I hope I get to see some of you guys on Saturday. If not, I will see you guys on Friday for our usual Final Fantasy 14 night. I'm excited. Okay, chat, I really like Reaper. The more I thought about, the more I really like Reaper. So I do want to do that a job quest. So we're gonna do that Friday, and then finally, Shadowbringers Fate's Storyline quest on Friday. Very excited. Yeah. You seem tired. I'm very tired. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be talking to you guys. I'm just so excited for all of the future Final Fantasy 14 stuff we're gonna do. Also showing various grinds to help level jobs. Yeah. So we will discuss more on what quest lines we're gonna be doing on Tuesdays once we finish the 4 Lords quest next Tuesday. And then this Friday we're gonna be doing the Reaper class a job quest, or the Reaper job quest, and then main storyline quest for Shadowbringers. And then on Saturday 1 p.m. PDT we'll be doing a birthday and 1K celebration. Thank you guys to all of my old Zardies and new Zardies, all to the new people that I met from Fanfest. I appreciate your support. Hope you guys will continue to watch over this Sprouts for Final Fantasy 14 stuff and other stuff, because I'm a variety streamer. Don't forget, I'm a variety streamer. I stream other stuff too, I swear. I do stream other stuff. But I appreciate your guys' time as always, and I am super duper hyped for all of the stuff. Yeah! Shizu! Oh no! I was just about to leave. Welcome in, Shizu and Rangers. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry, I am dead tired. We just went over my Fanfest experience, and I was thanking you guys for your support. Thank you, Shizu, for all the raids and the support as well. I hope you had a great Final Fantasy 14 stream. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the love moving along, so let's go and raid someone else that's doing Final Fantasy 14. I'm so sorry. I'm raiding out as soon as you got here. But let's see. Serendipity is playing Final Fantasy 14, so let's go ahead and say hi to them. Good night, everyone. I will see you on Friday and on Saturday, hopefully. Bye, everyone. Go to the hello screen. Have a good one. Bye.